When I told you all about the dormant and hibernate behaviours on the Pico, I thought I had the techniques I needed for a remote IoT solar power project sorted. I was wrong. I need a total count for one of my sensors rather than a sample for 10 seconds every few minutes. This is for a solar and battery power project in the UK, so staying on full power isn't really an option either. There's another hibernate function on the Pico though that I can use called deep sleep. In the sleep mode, we can choose which parts of the Pico get shut down, and we can keep some subsystems functioning. Hi, I'm John, your concierge to the world of the Raspberry Pi Pico, robotics, IoT and other fun tech. Remember to subscribe and join the community. This is my 3-minute summary on deep sleep for the Raspberry Pi Pico. If you have time, why not check out the full video? In this video, I'm going to talk about my experience of putting the Pico into a low power state, but retaining some functions. For example, I can use the Pico's internal real-time clock to wake the microcontroller back up. I can also wake it using a real-time clock, something like the DS3231. My reason for using deep sleep is to extend the battery life of a sensor. I talked about this in the dormant hibernate episode. Deep sleep also extends battery life but uses a bit more power as more of the Pico is still running. In fact, we can control which parts of the Pico are turned on. I have a use case where I want to counter switch while the Pico is asleep. I have a repo with examples using the internal real-time clock on the Pico to wake it, a DS3231 external real-time clock to wake the Pico via GPIO interrupt line, and counting a switch input while the Pico is asleep. They're all based on the Pico SDK 151 and the Pico Extras library. All of these examples use a Pico and a flashing LED when the Pico is awake. I've built what I hope will be a reusable class and library for me to put the Pico into a deep sleep mode. This can use the internal real-time clock to wake the Pico. In fact, any interrupt will wake the Pico from deep sleep. To go into deep sleep, we basically tell the processor which clocks to keep running and then set the deep sleep bit. The Pico will drop from about 25 milliamps of average power usage to 1.4 milliamps of power consumption, a good reduction. Waking the processor using an external GPIO such as a DS3231 is simply a matter of enabling that interrupt. I can now use the PWM subsystem to count an input in both sleep and wake mode. I just need to tell the processor to keep the PWM subsystem running. The deep sleep experiment is what I'm going to use for a weather station, so do subscribe so that you don't miss that. If you like the video and it helps your learning or projects, why not drop me a cash tip using the super thanks button below the video. Remember, I'm saving these up to get to open source in San Francisco next year. I appreciate your help in getting me there and I hope to see you there too. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next episode. Bye bye for now.